Hey girls and guys, I'm Alexia and today I'm gonna show you my 5 favorite plants and why I like to use them. So stay tuned! As just told before, I want to show you my 5 favorite plants, but in the end I will tell you one more secret plant I really like to use and the reason for this also why. All these plants are mainly be able to keep in the same priorities. So soft water, around 22 to 26 degrees water. You should fertilize the water. Those who need soil, those need really soil, they won't be able to grow in gravel or not that nice. So this is the basic of all of these, and this is something I don't want to talk about when talking about these plants. I want to show you some different aspects of them. The first plant, I'm sure you saw it already in my previous videos, is one of the easiest diversify plants, which is the Hoyafilapinatifida. This is a plant you can plant into the soil. You can let it grow on rocks, on roots. You can use it in many ways. And one is for sure, they will always grow really nice. Some of you asked me previously if they can kept small. And yes, you can keep Pinatifida small because I use them small as well in some of my aquascapes. The only thing is you have to take care of, you need to cut them sometimes, so they won't grow really big. But this is something you will take care anyway when maintaining your tank. A very big difference to other plants, it's very unique leaf structure, and I'm sure you won't find many plants with a similar one. So this is something I really like to use because of this, and the color range is really big. It's huge. If you use very good light, a very strong lighting, they can get very bright reddish brownish, which can look really nice, but if there is not enough light, they will just get dark green, and even then you can get a really nice foresty look with them. So start to use them because it's honestly amazing in what kind of range you can use them. The second plant is a stem plant, and I just started using it a few months ago, but I fell in love with it, which is the Ludwigia Super Red Mini. This is one of those plants which are always, I tell you, always red. You don't need very high lighting, very strong lighting for becoming a dense red look. They will for sure look nicer with CO2 and with a strong lighting, but without it they will stay reddish as well. Ludwigia Super Red is creating many side shots which can be amazing, but if you want to get it more dense and more compact, you just have to trim it sometimes and put back the stems you just cut off, and they will root again very fast. So this is a way I like to use them and to propagate them all the time. One additional information why I really like to use them is, compared to the Alternanta mini, that the Amano shrimp don't eat Ludwigia Super Red Mini's leaves, but those from the Alternanta they love to eat because they have a sweetish taste. So because of that, when you have Amano shrimp, I could advise you to rather use the Ludwigia Super Red types. If you already like these two types of plant, then hit the like button. The third plant I want to talk about is the Hemianthus Scuba. This is the first carpeting plant in my list, and this is the only one. Many people and many stores say that it's hard to keep them, but if you provide them a good lighting, good soil conditions and good water conditions, which all the plants prefer, then they will grow really nice and really dense. Those are the smallest plants you can get on the market. So if you want to create a more deeper look in your aquascape, I could advise you to use the Hemianthus Scuba in the background and some other bigger leafed plants and carpeting plants in the foreground, so you get a very nice deeper look in your aquarium. The first plant I want to show you is one I've been using since the first time of my aquascapes, which is the starry rapens. This is a plant which I would advise you to use in the fore or in the middle ground. If you want to use it in the foreground, you can easily make a type of carpeting plant of it just by cutting off the very high growing stems, and in this case it will create lateral stems, which means that they will grow nearly to the bottom. And this way you can make a nice bushy plant as well. So if you don't cut them really off, they will get very nice bushy. But if you cut them off frequently, they will get more carpeting plant. Its star-shaped leaves are very bright green and they give you a very fresh look in your aquascape. Before telling you the last one and the secret plant I want to show you, I want to ask you that I'm planning to do a new nanoscape, and I was thinking about what kind of hardscape I want to use and what type of plants, and I'm asking you, what would you advise me to create? What should I try out which is new? And what plants should I use if I were you? So please give me some advices. Of course, as always, you can find all the plants listed in the description down below. And if you have any questions to all of these, please let me know in the comments below. So the fifth plant, and after you will hear the bonus one, is the only moss type I'm telling you now, which is the Ramifies fontanus moss. I'm sure you all heard about the fontanus mosses because they're really beautiful, and this one is a little bit slower than the one we usually use in aquascapes and you can find most often in stores. The Ramifies fontanus is even more slow growing than the normal one, the normal sized one, and it even requires more light. It requires better and softer water conditions. But if they settled down, they can give you a really nice Asian style, bamboo styled aquascape. They are beautiful when you squeeze them between gaps and between roots. They grow really nice over there and they give you a really nice bushy look, which can grow quite big, but with time, because as I told you, they are really slow growing ones. And the last one, the secret one, I just couldn't hide behind you, is the albida brown, which is the only crypt type I'm mentioning now. The albida brown is, as I know, nearly the only plant which has a brownish look. It has really nice brownish reddish leaf structure, and as all the crypt types, they prefer being in soil. When once planted into the soil and they create a root system, don't try to pick them out of the soil because you will get out all of your aquarium, because they get a really strong root system. It's crazy. But if they feel good, they start to create little rhizomes in the soil and they will get really nice. They can grow until 10 centimeter height, which is quite nice. They are not that big ones. The albida's leaf structure is very thin, and because of this, when you squeeze it into a scape where you're using a grass type of plants, it can create a very natural look, like you've been in a forest before. It's very nice. Its color is something I really love about it, and yeah, I could advise you to, if you find it in your store, try it out. They can be sometimes a little bit problematic because if the environment changes, they will just melt all the leaves away. But don't be afraid, just plant in the rhizomes and they will grow new leaves and it will be beautiful in your scape. Up here you can find the basic aquascaping playlist I made for you, and just below you can check out my 5 favorite nanofish I'm using in my escapes. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up. I hope to see you soon again, guys. Bye!